So the first break fall that we're going to work on is falling forwards and tucking and rolling. Okay? This is similar to like a forward roll we might have done when we were a child, but obviously with a little bit more projection into it. The way that I teach this is to start from as close to the ground as possible, and then we build it up. So the absolute basic that I'm going to do, I'm going to get into a three-point stance. Kind of like I'm ready to hike a football. I'm down in this three-point stance, and what I am going to do, I'm going to take my extra hand, my second hand, and I am going to pass it between my legs. My head is going to follow that hand, and I am going to bend my legs as I get closer and closer to the ground, tucking my head until I roll through. When I roll through, I extend and break the fall into the ground. I'm transferring my forward energy into the mat. Means it's not going through me as hard. I'm now safely on the ground without having hurt myself. That was a very basic, very low to the ground. The next step is to start putting a bit more energy into it. So instead of going all the way to the ground, I'm going to go from a little bit higher. I'm not quite touching the ground. I'm still going to bend my legs. I'm going to tuck and roll. As I get confident, as I get comfortable with this, I build it up to the point where I'm able to dive into the roll. We will get to the point sometimes where we'll put a rope across or a barrier across that we are diving over, because when you are being thrown, you're not choosing how hard you hit the ground, the other person is. So now we're going to show just a couple of examples. You can see I have two of my students here, so you can see slight variations in the style of the way people do things. All things are valid here, okay? So I'm getting to the point now where I can project into this throw, and I can roll, break my fall. It's important to be able to do it over both shoulders to avoid being in a situation where I'm throwing the other way and it's confusing for me. So let's see some more examples.